just gonna play around with some cards here. It helps me get into the groove of things here and the right energy. Using the wisdom. I haven't used these in a long time. These were one of my first decks. And they were perfect. A little bit of everything in it. A little bit of angel, a little bit of Indian, a little bit of priestess, and elemental, and dragon. A little bit of everything. Okay, let's see what comes up. I know this may end up being the one I put up, I don't know. If I don't record it when I play around with these, like sometimes the readings are really good and I didn't record it, you know? So that's why I'm recording now. The Fire Prince. Optimism, aggression. 40. Of course, this is like, makes me think of the fire signs, Sag, Aries, and was it Leo? It also makes me think of manifesting. See here? I think it looks like there's an extra arm in the flame. And there's aggression, which is, I've been feeling it off and on for a couple days. The full moon is tomorrow in Scorpio, the pink full moon. And so there's a lot, the energies is like, and I'm feeling it. I keep kind of shifting back and forth and asking for help every now and then from my guides. Well, actually a little more now than then. And they help me kind of clear a bit. And I got to get away from like listening to stuff on the computer. I just put music on and start getting into my own head, and it kind of helps between that and my guides helping me clear the energy. Some aggressive energies has come in, so past energies. I think I think it's part of what I myself personally sometimes go through with full moons. But a lot of the planets that are around right now also have to do with me and somebody else that I'm close with here and their planets, and so we're feeling it extra because it's our personal planets, our houses that are also being affected at the time, so that can make a difference. Inner conflict. The Dragon's Duel. Morality, conscious choice, inner conflict. It's, where you're just going back and forth with, it can be decisions, it can be thoughts, it can be, energy. Because that's how I've been doing the past couple of days, going back and forth. First I'm good, then I'm like, oh, then I'm... So, that was a good one. And then we had the 23 on there, which comes to 5, which is positive change. Excuse me. For me, it's also prayer. And you see the full moon in the background, which has to do with a lot with feminine energies and intuition, and you see the water down below that has to do, feelings and cleansing and all, which will probably help the back and forth energetic thing. If you're having problems with energy coming in and out and your mood's changing a lot, as I have been. Okay. Yep. The word Lord, communication, praise, dishonesty, Number 43. It's 7. For me, that's always, it's a spiritual number. It's uh, intuition and psychic and spiritual. It's also to me you're where you're supposed to be. Everything's going the way it's supposed to go, even with the being uncomfortable. Um, I think also with journaling and writing is helpful for us when we write. It always surprises me when I start writing because there's so many times, and I don't do it every day. It's not like a diary. Um, kind of like, okay. It just has to catch me at the right time, and then I'll just start writing, and all this stuff comes out, and I'm like, oh my god, oh, I didn't think of that, and oh yeah, that makes sense. But you don't realize it until you start writing. So, communication. Okay, I'm looking at this one. It's dishonesty, like there can be a possibility of some kind of dishonesty going on somewhere within your life or somebody close to you. And then this one just came out. The Shadow Queen, acquiring knowledge, insecurity, manipulation. 16. That can mean that there's somebody that's being manipulative. You know what I'm saying? That may be manipulating something, and which can cause insecurity, which that would also bring up this too. Having that going back and forth, not being well with what you're thinking, feeling sure-footed. This is the Shadow Queen. She's holding the light. Somebody's shining the light. Your guide's shining the light for you. Okay. Let's try another. It's 16. It comes to 7. It's another 7, which is the word Lord. So there's something going on. Somebody's not being honest or is manipulating something in some way, or you're feeling like it is. And then there's aggression with the Fire Prince having the aggression. That fire, I'm just thinking of the planets that are going on right now. We have Saturn. There's Saturn and there's here, I'll put it down. Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, and Mercury. And also we have the moon right now, the full moon, going into Scorpio, the Scorpio house. Now there's all kinds of stuff going on. And the moon has to do with intuition, and a lot of times they say it's something hidden, like you can't see everything with the moon, but it's full, so it's pretty bright, so it's not like a new moon. So we have, this came up, the Altar Priestess, Preparation, prayer, sacred ritual. Number 39 comes 12, comes 3. Spiritual number, trinities. Which is right on time for the full moon. So the energy of the full moon is a good time for, asking for help and calling on whoever it is you'd like to call on, or whether it's just God himself. I just, a lot of times I just go to, most all the time I go right to source. And speaking of, I have rituals, like little cards with little rituals, to help cleanse and clear, and with herbs, just little short little things. This brings up something that I was wanting to speak about. I always speak about energy all the time. Right now that's what I'm supposed to be doing, is teaching, kind of helping with that for others. In the bottom we have hop prints. Spirit communication, paying attention. Number 11, it's enlightenment, being enlightened. Which is go really well with this. So this is a good time to do a little ritual or cleansing, or asking. And as I was starting to say, I have these cards here. And because I speak a lot of, like all the time, I speak of energy. And there's something I've been wanting to mention that's been going through my head. And it has to do with COVID, the energy of COVID-19. And, we've had some things going on with COVID that have come through our home, and we've had to deal with. And I found that a lower dense energy, as I'm always saying in my videos, is it's a slower frequency, the vibration, a lower frequency. And when you get that lower frequency, that lower frequency within you, it can cause illness, right? Well, that's what COVID is. It's a low dense energy causing illness. Now, if you had a low energy, especially for those who understand, like who are used to like saging their homes and ridding of lower energy and all, this will make sense, especially. So you need to do the same thing for the COVID, because the COVID is a dense energy. Energy is intelligent. So if you can use all your preparations like you do, like when you're trying to clear a room of lower energies, saging, and I do use peppermint in my tea candles. It helps me to breathe. This is for myself. I do this. I'm not a doctor, so I'm just saying what worked for me. Incense, saging, salt baths. That's salt baths. Meditations and clearing. When you clear all that old energy out, and picture yourself clearing it out, and speak out loud to your guides or to the energy out and about in front of you there, to help, to speak to your body, and that you want any lower dense energies that's within. You want to be able to cough it up and bring it out, not just cough it up. You want it to come out. You want it to release. And just transmute it and into the ground, and Earth will take care of that. So your chakras, keeping your chakras clear. Running the I also, when I was going through it, I also was using like meditation, the tones that help, the higher frequency tones that help clear rooms and for meditation, and you'll feel your energy will start to come up, and you'll feel more positive. And also another really big thing is prayer. And it doesn't mean you have to be religious, doesn't mean you have to believe in anybody particular. As long as you believe in a higher in source, God, or whoever that you believe in, that is of love and light in a higher frequency, that will help a lot. That will help bring that out of you. That will help bring that lower energy out. So anyway, I was going to bring a couple, like, go through the cards here and see what they give me for little, like little recipes to help cleanse and stuff. So, I don't know if I got all that out, the way I wanted to get that out. I was just going to record this for myself, and so I'm not sure if I'm going to put it up or not. But dreams, California poppy, dreams. Be aware of your dreams. I'm not expecting that one to come out. What else is there to help with cleansing or clearing? Maybe, or whatever you think is needed, I guess I should say. That's it. Okay. Manipulation, dishonesty, communication came up again. St. John's Wort, number 11. It came up again too. Dreams and communication. So watch for communication in your dreams. Something coming through. There's communication here too. Yellow poppies, these grow right over the mountain every year. Right over, I'm looking out the window and there's a mountain there. And right over the other side, when you go over the mountain, there's this yellow poppy fields, like just everywhere. Yellow, yellow, yellow. What's the communication about? Speaking. Look at the sun. Spirit. Writing. Writing again. There's writing that needs to be done too. See, it goes with along with that one. There's something trying to come out. for preparing. Acquiring knowledge. Preparation. For the full moon. This is preparing for the full moon. Alright, brothers. Communication. There's writing and prayer. And there's dishonesty and manipulation. Listen to your dreams. It's also aggression. See, with this card, aggression, it has optimism. So that isn't necessarily negative. It's like a, this makes me think of the Aries, like Mars energy. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.